we're coming up the drainage here of Carbon Creek, and got to go left and climb up this scree slope where there's steps. If we look ahead, we can follow the layering, essentially horizontal, and as we get towards the end of the canyon here, you can see the layers turn up to the skyline, almost vertical. So you can see the bend in the rocks. That's what we're heading to. You know, you've been there before, but you've only got a mental picture. Now you're there in front of it. You want to check your strategy. You've already thought about what your strategy is, but now you've got to look. Can I trace one particular band in the rock layers through the fold?
We've put orange duct tape in places where we want to sample, and that helps us keep track of the bed, so we make sure we follow the same bed through here. On my camera I've got a GPS unit, and so when I take a photograph, if the GPS is locked in, it will tell me precisely where I took the photograph and where our sample came from.
It's getting really upfront and personal with the rocks. Take notes to record the location of the sample, the thickness of the bed, the dip and strike of the layer, if we can obtain that information. So it's a very intense, and of course you're working on a cliff face, so you've got to watch your footage.
Oh, that's a biggie.
And then we would go in and we'd take those samples in the specified way and mark the sample so we knew where was the top of the bed, because you've got to orient it. Labels the bag, put an extra card in with a sample number. It's back to basics. One of the things that we've noticed in modern geology, more and more people are computer oriented. You know, you put the rock in the machine and you get the numbers out. This is about actually taking measurements in the field, observations in the field, making notes, and then going to look at the samples under the microscope. It's very basic geology that many geologists have lost the art of. And then you get your samples and you get out of there as quickly as possible back to a more hospitable place.
You're in Disneyland here, yeah?
Yep, absolutely.
What is this to a geologist?
This is heaven on earth.